Let's finish this job. I know we can.
It's been 6 months since President Joe Biden announced he was seeking a second term, but the polls have barely budged. And while that may make many Democrats nervous, Chávez Rodríguez is not one of them.
What we're seeing from this kind of extreme Republican agenda is one that voters have rejected time and time again.
Chávez Rodríguez is Biden's 2024 campaign manager, the first Latina to hold such a position for an incumbent president. She's never run a national campaign before, but she says her experience, most recently as the Biden administration's Director of Intergovernmental Affairs, has prepared her for this moment.
I had the responsibility of liaising with all 50 governors across the state, every single mayor in this country, every county official, to make sure that as we passed the American Rescue Plan, as we got direct resources to all of these entities, including our tribal governments and our territories, it was uniquely my responsibility and my team's responsibility to help shepherd those resources and make sure they were reaching the American people.
Rodríguez was born in California's Central Valley. Her grandfather was Cesar Chávez, the iconic civil rights and labor activist who co-founded the United Farm Workers Union. As a child, she attended rallies with Chávez and her parents, and after graduating from Berkeley, she followed their path into public service and activism, working for Democratic campaigns and in government. Now 45, she sees herself as a role model for young Latinos.
I hope that in me, they see themselves. They see the power and potential that they have to continue to impact the world around them. I hope that, in sort of me and in my experience, they see the attitude that I grew up with, this si se puede attitude that yes, it can be done.
Latinos helped to elect Biden in 2020, but polls show he has been losing support with Latino voters since then. Rodríguez says Latinos backed Democrats 3-1 last year in the midterms, but that Biden's campaign is not taking them for granted.
We're already out, reaching out to the Latino voters in all of our battleground states with, the earliest and most historic kind of paid advertising campaign that we've been able to put up.
While a Republican nominee has yet to be chosen, former President Donald Trump has maintained a commanding lead over the GOP field, potentially setting up a 2020 rematch next year. He's tied with or just behind Biden in most polls. But the Biden campaign isn't putting a lot of stock in polls that have Biden and Trump neck and neck.
We know polls are a snapshot in time. We also know that Democrats are continuing to show up at the polls that matter, and that's Election Day.
So you're not concerned about the polls?
We think that they're, one data point, but we're looking at a lot of factors.
With the election just 12 months away, Rodríguez says voters can expect to see more of the president on the campaign trail in the coming months. In Washington, Cassie Simeon, Spectrum News.